Okay, so many people want to know, how is the walkability in Santa Clarita? Well, I'm going to break this down. So today I'm going to cover Valencia and what our walkability is like here. So before I forget, I'm Tammy Cicerella, the Cicerella team, and if you're watching this on YouTube, be sure and like this video. Hit the little bell button so you make sure you get notified the next time we post a video. We try to post one every week, and we talk about everything in Santa Clarita: the good, the bad, the ugly, the restaurants, the bars, the things to do with kids. So make sure you like this page, you save it, and you like this video. If there's anything we're not covering and you would like to hear about it, please make sure you put a comment and we'll do our best to get that covered as well. So walkability. So I'm going to cover just Valencia today. So Santa Clarita as a whole is not known as a very walkable area. Most people have to commute or have to drive to work because we aren't real close to a lot of businesses and that sort of thing. However, in my opinion, there are some great walkable areas here and bikeable areas as well. We have tons of bike paths, tons of paseos and passageways to get through different neighborhoods via bike or walking. So let's get started. So I am going to start off with the Granary Square area. So the Granary Square is located on the McBean Parkway between Del Monte and Avenue Navarre, and then all the way up both sides of the McBean Parkway. One side is, back in the day, we always just called it the Granary Square area, and the other side we refer to as the Summit. So in that Granary Square area, there's quite a few different neighborhoods. So I'm just going to name a few here. There's the Discovery Track, the Bungalows, the Heritage, the Sunrises, the Santa Fe condos, the Sienna Villa condos, and then we also, on the other side where we have our the Summit up on the hill there, we have the Chelseas, the San Marinos, Stratfords, and also the Windermere's. So in that area, it's pretty walkable. You have the Granary Square Shopping Center, which is really nice. It's got the Ralph's grocery store, it's got some restaurants, it has a bank, it has some different places to go shopping. People love about that area is it does have paseos, so you don't even have to walk on the sidewalk next to where the cars are driving. There's actually passageways that go throughout the neighborhood and even little bridges that go over a lot of the streets, so you don't even in most cases have to cross the street. In that area there's also parks, schools, so there's things to walk to. In addition to the Granary Square, there's now the shopping center called Valencia Crossroads. So in Valencia Crossroads, which is right at the other side, right at the corner of like Valencia and McBean, it does have a Kohl's, it has a Whole Foods, it has a Islands restaurant, it has a bunch of little restaurants, bakeries, it even has wine tasting in there. There's a spa, there's a place to get your hair cut, your eyebrows done, all kinds of things to do there. So between those two shopping centers, I would consider that area a very walkable area. Now, it's a little further, but there's actually a bridge that goes over, so if you want to walk even a little further, you can actually take a bridge and it'll take you right over to the town center parking lot, which is our major mall. You know, it has Macy's and all kinds of shops. It's got the Apple store, it's got tons of restaurants, it's got a movie theater, it's got all of that. So it's a little bit further walk, but again, because of these paseos and the bridges, you can actually get all the way to the mall and in most cases never cross the street. So in my opinion, even though they say that, you know, Santa Cruz is not considered a very walkable area, that neighborhood is one of our most walkable neighborhoods in Santa Clarita. Okay, so the second area I'm going to cover is Bridgeport. So Bridgeport is a really nice community. It has actually a lake within the community, and if you live in Bridgeport, you have access to that lake. They have a clubhouse. So in Bridgeport, we do have quite a few neighborhoods. We have the Cabot Bays, the Back Bay, Spinnaker Point, Stony Point, the Colony, the Cove, the Islands, the Landing, Waterford. All of those homes and townhomes are located within that Bridgeport neighborhood. Okay, so Bridgeport is located right near McBean Parkway and Newhall Ranch Road. So they do have the Bridgeport Marketplace. So Bridgeport Marketplace is really nice. It actually has quite a few restaurants. It has a California Pizza Kitchen. It has Marston's, which is a really nice Italian restaurant. They have a sushi bar there. They have a Mexican restaurant. There's a brand new breakfast area restaurant opening in that shopping center, and there's another restaurant getting ready to open. I don't know what it's going to be yet. In addition, they have the Valley Market, which is family-owned small market that caters to all kinds of different items. So if you're looking for something you can't find at a regular grocery store, a lot of times you can find it there, and they have a lot of great fresh produce too. Now, in addition, if you want to go to the other side, like going towards the mall area, so if you go past, there's actually a riverbed between Bridgeport and River Oaks Shopping Center, but it's pretty close. It's not a very far walk, and you can actually walk over there. There's a Target. There's also some restaurants in that shopping center as well, small restaurants. There's also a Ulta Beauty and a Sprouts and some different things over there as well. So kind of, it's really close. It's not, you do have to walk past the riverbed, so you are going through that area, but it's very walkable. A lot of people, this is all along the bike path. So all the neighborhoods we're talking about too also have bike paths. So not only walkable, you could also, if it's a little far for you, you could ride your bike as well. So that is going to be the Bridgeport area. So now I'm going to go ahead and move into the Northbridge neighborhood. So Northbridge is located between Newhall Ranch Road and Decorah, off of McBean as well. And then I'm going to go ahead and lump Creekside into this as well, because it's just the other side of McBean Parkway, and so it runs that same corridor. And again, all of these areas have a ton of biking, bike paths, and things of that nature. But right now we're talking about walkability. In the Northbridge area, you do have the paseos as well. Now there's quite a few neighborhoods in Northbridge. There's actually 20 tracts of homes within the Northbridge area. So there's a Cottage Hill, Country Gate, Cheyennes, the Castle Rocks, Mormingtons. I'm not going to bore you and name everything. But then as you go across the street over to Creekside, there's the Andoras and the Brookside Walks, the Somersets, Summer Grove, the Willows, and the Windsor Collection. So you have the Bridgeport Marketplace, which we just spoke about. This is just on the other side of the Bridgeport Marketplace from where Bridgeport is. So you have access to that whole area. Well, in addition, there's also what's called the North Park Village Square. And the North Park Village Square has like the Wolf Creek Brewing Company, S&S Donuts, it has a Ralph's, it has McDonald's. It does have like a Tomato Joe's, it also has a Rite Aid. So there's a lot there too. So there's walking distance to kind of both shopping centers depending upon where you're at. And you have restaurants and meal places and all of that in there as well. So those are two areas from that Northbridge area that you can get to. So we also have North Park. Now it's not quite as walkable as some of the other areas, but I want to go ahead because it's really close, and we do have that North Park Village Square. Okay, so it's not quite as walkable as the other areas, but it is walkable. So those are the areas that I really kind of consider in Valencia as being our most walkable areas of Valencia. We do have other areas within Santa Clarita, in Saugus, Canyon Country, Newhall, Stevenson's Ranch. They aren't quite as walkable as some of the areas we're finding in here in Valencia. Again, if we haven't covered something on this channel that you want covered, put it in the comments as well. We'll do our best to cover that for you guys. If you have a question, probably somebody else does as well. So I'm Tammy Cicerella with the Cicerella team at RE/MAX of Santa Clarita. If you have any real estate related questions, I'd be happy to help you out, because obviously I'm selling real estate here in the Santa Clarita Valley. Also, if you have any questions just about Santa Clarita, pros, cons, things to do with kids or whatever, we have a lot of videos on the site, but if there's something we haven't covered, please feel free, put a comment below and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. Again, I'm Tammy Cicerella, the Cicerella team. Be sure to subscribe to our channel, hit the little bell icon so you're notified every time we post a new video, and have a great day.